everyone, it's Jess from Meyer Hatchery. I love a good cup of tea, and you know what? So does my flock. Today I want to show you how to make some herbal tea for your flock, inspired by Lisa Steele's Gardening with Chickens book. Let's get started. To make herbal tea for your flock is really easy. And the reason that we do this is because herbs have so many health benefits for your flock. And your flock is going to love their herbal tea as a bit of a treat. First, you're going to need some mason jars for steeping your tea. So I'm actually making up two versions today. And sometimes I will make this and then have it available for the next few days for my flock. So I like to make it ahead. So one jar here is going to be parsley. And another jar here is going to be for mint. The parsley is going to be for our chicks, and the mint is going to be for our adult chickens. Now, it's early spring here in Northeast Ohio, so I have some herbs that are coming up in my chicken garden, and some herbs haven't come up yet. But the great thing is, I dried a ton of herbs last fall, so I have those herbs to offer the flock all throughout the season, especially when we don't have herbs available. So into this jar here, we're going to put fresh parsley because I do have parsley available. And I'm going to fill the jar about halfway full, like that. And for the other jar, we're going to put some mint in, and this mint is dried because my mint has not come back yet this spring. When choosing herbs to offer your flock, you want to think about the herbs, what your flock likes, and the health benefits. So I know that parsley is really good for my chicks. I know that the mint is really good for my older hens, and I know that they like these herbs. You want to be careful when offering your flock a bunch of herbs they're not used to because they may not enjoy it. I know personally my flock loves parsley, they love mint, basil, and lavender. So I took my electric kettle and I filled it with water, and now our water is boiling and it's time to pour into our mason jars. I'm going to fill these jars pretty much full, and then I'm going to allow the herbs to steep for about 15-20 minutes. While our tea is steeping, let's talk about a few ways that we can offer our tea to our flock. The first thing that you can do is, if it's a really cold day, you can offer your flock their herbal tea warm, and it's going to give them a nice warm treat when it's really cold outside. Another thing that you can do is you can allow your tea to cool, and you can offer it to your flock just regular temperature. You can also take your herbal teas and pour them into ice cube trays, and this is actually one of my favorite things to do. I'll pour our tea into my ice cube tray, I'll freeze them, and then I'll keep those ice cubes in the freezer and grab a few, especially when it's really hot outside, and offer it to the flock. When you're offering your flock herbal tea, make sure that you're keeping both their regular water in the coop and their herbal tea as well. This way they can free choice enjoy what they would like. I also only like to keep the herbal tea in the coop for an hour or two, and then I take it out. All right, so we've allowed our tea to steep for about 20 minutes, and now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna strain off our herbs, and we're gonna put our tea back into our mason jar. For the older hens, I'll give them the herbs to enjoy as well. For our chicks, they're not gonna get the herbs just yet because they're still learning what is food and what is treat. But as they get older, they'll get to enjoy the herbs as well. I also will save the herbs and offer them to our ducks. To strain our tea is really easy. I like to use a fine mesh sieve like this one here. We're gonna be really careful because it's still kind of warm. And I'm just going to strain into my measuring cup here. We're gonna pour this carefully into here, like so. And we got a few pieces of herb. Okay, and there's those pieces, let's see here, of our dried mint, you can see that. And that I'm going to give back to the flock. And let's pour our tea carefully back into our mason jar here. Well, that tea looks great. We could enjoy that tea too. Mint tea is really good. Another thing that I may do, depending on who's going to be enjoying the herbal tea, is I'll put a little bit of honey into the tea just to give our flock a little bit of a antibacterial boost. There's our honey, and we're just going to stir just a little bit into our herbal tea. And that's it. That's how we make our flock their herbal tea. Super easy, and your flock is going to absolutely love their special herbal treat. If you have any questions, be sure to let us know in the comments below. Be sure to check our description for links to Gardening with Chickens with Lisa Steele and other information to help you when choosing herbs for your flock. Thank you so much for watching.